Let that tribe say peace, 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 peace. What's up, Soul Tribe? Yours truly, Ivory. Ivory's Raw Tarot is live. Yeah, give me a second here. I don't think the traffic is ever going to go away in this city. I don't care what happens. It's not going to go away, folks. Give me a second, y'all. I'm just getting in here. Give me a second. I'm just getting in here. Let me get some stuff cracking like. Let me make sure I can be heard first. Let's check. Let's check the trap. Let's check the trap. Let's check the trap right quick here. See what's popping. Check the crack. Let's check the trap. Bam. We in. As they say, we in. We's, bees, in. What's up? Where y'all checking in from? The day after this eclipse, huh? Y'all feel this? Did y'all feel it? Boy, over the past 2 or 3 days, and even going forward, if you felt, or let's not say felt, if you thought, and you have to be honest with yourself, if you thought about something, an occurrence, or somebody, whatever the case is, on a deep level, then you experience that eclipse to that extent. Nevertheless, we're talking about new cycles, new timelines, new shifts. That's why when I can't just come and do 12 zodiac signs every day in a row, because it really doesn't matter what your zodiac is. And from a tarot portion, from a tarot perspective, rather, it's really all about the reader, and then it's 3D energy, or what some like to call surface level energy. So, having said that, when you get two huge, huge, distant planets like Neptune and Saturn to conjunct each other, that's I can't even begin to explain to y'all how heavy, strong, powerful that magnetic field, that energy is in the solar system. Okay, so it's a whole lot of stuff going on. But what I'm going to try to do, I'm just going to deliver the message. But what I want you to try to do is I want you to try to think of this vast universe, or the whole planet, then your country, then your state, then your city, then your community, your neighborhood, and then your house. And then when you apply this energy, if you ain't Clinton House, I'm gonna say it like the country folk. If you ain't Clinton House by now, you ain't. If you ain't cut off people in your inner circle, or that could be family, friends, lovers, whatever, and you know that you are not destined to be with that people, or you know you are, your mindset is, man, I need to change, or I need another environment, a fresh environment. If you ain't on that, you're gonna be stuck in the cycle until 2039. 2039 to about 2043, 2044, you're going to be stuck. All right. Now, you ain't got to believe that. Welcome back, everybody. Now, this live stream is intended for four things: information, clarification, confirmation. So take what resonates, ignore the rest. Always, always follow your own divine intuition, folks. Damn it, if that means leave everything behind, everybody behind. Start afresh. Those that still in your corner understands, overstand what you're doing, what you're going through, how you're feeling. Woo, 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 woo. They gonna stick around. The rest of them, they not a part of your purpose. Your soul's purpose. Soul Tribe, Soul Family ain't going nowhere. If you're interested in personal reading, the information is in the description box of this video. So now, you want to support the channel, just put something in the bucket. It's simple. Come here, girl. We got it. We got to break little mama in, y'all. We got to break her in. We got to break her in. We got to break her in. Listen, folks. I'm going to give y'all some dates. One more again. Right? One more again. Okay. I'm not your personal advisor. If you got a reading from me, that's different. Other than that, information, clarification, confirmation only. Hold on, y'all. Let me get this joke out of here. Let me get these robots out of here right quick here. Hold on, y'all. A couple robots in here. I don't do artificial. I don't do artificial nothing. Now listen, this eclipse, y'all. Everybody gonna say what they gonna say. Cool. I'm down with that. It's about you. You ain't got to know nothing about no planets. You ain't got to know nothing about no stars. You ain't got to know nothing about no asteroids. You ain't got to know nothing about no Cashapp. You ain't got to know nothing about nothing. But you know you some you, right? So what is it that is hindering you? It could be anything. From shifting timelines. Because if you stay on this timeline, if you stay on this path, and you look at the signpost, it's going to say something based on the path that you. If Ivory is the alcoholic, or Ivory like to drink and party and club and so on, I'm on that path. I'm on that timeline. I know what that environment. So that signpost gonna say club, signpost gonna say strip club, signpost gonna say alcohol, signpost gonna say liquor store, signpost gonna say go over here and kick it, signpost gonna, that's what the signpost gonna say. So okay then, if I'm tired of these signposts, man, I'm tired of the club, man. I'm finna stop going to the club. Then I need to do what? Exit, go back across the freeway, and get back on the other side. Do a 180 and go in a totally different direction. It's as simple as that. If I know, if you know you keep attracting the same type of people, you keep getting the same type of job, you keep selling, selling, selling. At some point in time, you're going to say, okay, self, I'm tired of this kind of work. Or I'm tired of this person. Or I'm tired of these. Why I keep tracking these same pieces of shit. You can't blame nobody. All you got to do is exit. Because if you on this here path and you keep seeing the same signpost, piece of shit, exit one. Damn. Piece of shit, exit 32. Damn. Oh, sorry, Joker, exit 40. Damn. Look at that, exit 75. Oh, sorry, job I had. Damn. What else you gonna do? But as soon as you get on that freeway and go back the other way, you ain't gonna see them same signposts. Here come this scamming ass family member, or here come this person, or here come this person. Yeah, you have. If you want new, you need to change timeline. Your free will can help you change timeline. Your discipline can help you change timelines. Don't let nobody try to confuse and try to make it seem so deep and you got to do this. No, 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 no. You are in control of in the 3D now. You're in control of the 3D. Ain't nobody up over your head running you. I promise you. It's what's inside of you running you. So, two things here. What is it? What's hindering you? Because eclipse, you cutting away stuff. Now, if you had the opportunity to look back on your life, so to speak, or reflect, that's portal energy. Okay. If you looking forward toward, let's say you done evaluate, you done reflecting, you in the here now, and you say, you know what? How do I want to go out and create these next 90 days, these next 30 days, these next 6 months, this next year, the rest of the year? How do I want to end this year right here, which will be about March 21st, the next month, right? How do I want to go out? How do I want to end it? Because that's what we're in it. Eclipse is endings. Eclipse energy also, it brings things to the surface to be dealt with. So you're going to see a lot of shit going on globally with world leaders and more wars. Like I said, 2 years ago, the war drums are beating, and then the next thing, 2.5 years ago, next thing you know, they just start fighting. Okay. You know why? Because you got a lot of, this is a reset. You got a lot of people that are on this path of a lot of nations. Let's take America, y'all. America is broke in terms of they can't they they can't they can't pay their debt in full. They can't pay they debt in full, right? So they borrow. Who they borrow from? They enemies. So having said that, you got a country that at the core of itself is corrupt. You got a country, folks, that has forced systems on the minds of people. You got not even a country, you got a republic. You got America's not even being ran by what they call Americans. But anyway, they are being ran by Americans in terms of Italians, because Americans is an Italian explorer that discovered this so-called place, not Columbus. We ain't gonna even get into that. But my point that I'm trying to make is this here, folks. You're getting ready. I ain't even thinking about Epstein. That's nothing. When you start, when they start revealing things that you that puts you in a shock and awe energy, just know that they're not doing it by choice. They're doing it by universe. They're doing it by force. They're doing it by shift. They're doing it by ending, right? Governments, institutions, a lot of shit will come to an end. Now check this here out. So if you paying attention, if you are paying attention, you're gonna see a broke America in debt, losing its global status in a lot of areas. Listen, so anytime countries, whether it's Russia, America, whoever, they get in so much debt and then they become broke, America cannot pay everybody for the next 20 years, 10 years, in terms of those that are turning 65 and want to get your Social Security. That shit finna be dried up. Your pension dried. When you got, if you look at just things like follow silver and gold. Remember the old Christmas cartoon song? They used to sing that song in that one movie, Silver and Gold. If you follow silver and gold, you'll know pretty much. So now you got America embodying the same symptoms as, I like to say, her mother, Britain and Rome, in terms of the phases that America is in before it falls like Rome, before it falls like Greece, before it falls like Britain. America's not exempt. And when you look at what's going on in a so called Christian country, emphasis on Christian, Christ like. So, is this really, truly, folks, a Christ like? This is what Christ, if you will, Jesus Christ, this is his vision? Where's the power? Who is the God? We're the real big God. Please stand up. Because if there's a God that cares about America, her baby, right? His baby. And just sit back and just watch all the dark, satanic, dark, evil shit being done to just even innocent people and shit, right? And that God just sitting there saying, okay, then as soon as you die, I'm going to let you come on home. You ain't going to have to worry about that. That's an illusion. That's a spell. So not so much with the Epstein files. I would rather see them release something like the slave trade or the slave ships manifestos in America. Then that's when you'll realize, God damn. So where did we come from? Because you didn't come off of no boat. The majority of y'all. You didn't. Most of y'all don't even realize that you was the gods. You had the land. Your folks was ancient rulers. They getting ready to celebrate 250 years here. I can count back at least on this here continent that you call America, North or South. 36,000 years. They celebrate 250. So when you look beyond the veil and realize not only what happened, what's happening now, and how it's all going to pan out, if there is a big God up in the sky, a bigger, if that God don't come back, send his boy back, send somebody back, everybody's screwed, period. Or a reset is about to take place. You got the greatest transfer of wealth in this country taking place right now. And they ain't gonna talk to y'all about it over the news. You don't own no gold. Ounce of gold, it eventually going to be $10,000 an ounce. Silver, silver might get up to $7,000 to $8,000 an ounce. And you ain't no more money, no more currency, no more dollar bills. You go to swipe your ATM card, ain't sit in your bank. This is how you have to start seeing things. What happens when Trump is gone? What happens before he leaves? At the pace this man is going, it's finna be all fucked up and crazy around here. Now, those of you who are humanitarians by nature, meaning that you know how to survive and you don't mind helping people, you're going to be the ones that's sought after. When you got 5, 6, 7, 8 mile long food lines, rationing lines, see, y'all can't fathom that right now. But then we'll go and get in the pulpit. Yeah, we living in the last days. The Bible said it's gonna be real bad. Okay, then, but you ain't living like that. You living like it ain't no ending. And then when you think about, you go in your jails, you go in your prisons, you go in your mental institutions, you go into Washington, wherever you go, you're gonna have what? Christians, Muslims, and Jews. All of them got their gods. Christians, Muslims, and Jews. If you go to most prisons, you go to most churches, most prisons, you go wherever, jails, you're going to have mostly what in there? Well, okay, it's a Christian nation. Okay, so how can it be a Christian nation that's based on Christ's principles and be the most corrupt nation on the planet? How can Israel, Jerusalem, be God's chosen people in one of the most corrupt countries on the planet? How can that be, listen to me, in Rome, in the Vatican, Catholic, and be some of the most corrupt people on the planet? Because there's other gods. I keep telling people, okay, if you want to get your books, God's created God's created most of us. You didn't come from no white man's belly. You didn't come from his rib. Facts. I get banned for this type shit. My whole point is the universe don't give a damn about what you believe. Don't give a damn. When people say they believe in God, or they ask me, do I believe in God? I ask them which one. Oh, ain't but one God. Okay. I don't believe in your one God. No. Because I know it's more than one. We're at a point that one day, don't worry about the Epstein file. Don't worry about the slave ship manifesto. When the globe realize and find out that the story that was told to the planet about one named Jesus is a story, the greatest story ever told. Emphasis on story. And when the planet finds out that that story was made up, conjured up, what do you think they're going to do then? And when the universe and whoever you waiting on to come back ain't going to look like what you waiting on that. But when everything comes to fruition and people realize that's the great awakening, this is the forced awakening. When people realize that, okay, when you say Allah, when you say Muhammad, when you say Krishna, when you say Yahweh, when you say Judah, okay, I get it. I get it. But when you can't prove nothing, what you got? I ain't talking about, well, see, God lives in me and you the biggest devil walking. You done did all kind of shit. So what God that is it? What's the name of that God living in you? When you with somebody's husband or wife last night? Wasn't you tricking last night? Didn't you beat your husband or beat your wife or did you do this? What did you do? What did you do last night? What you do last week? What you do last month? Last year? 10 years ago? And what God lives in you? People, when people get off of this God stuff, if your God is the baddest, why your God has not gotten this shit right yet on this planet? Because your God ain't the only God. And when people find out in this Christian country, one day, the masses, because why? They gonna make them tell on themselves. Y'all out here, they got y'all hoodwick, hoodwhip on worrying about Jeffrey Epstein, President Trump. Who else? And there's a modern day Geneva Convention or a Geneva type energy globally. Why you think Trump want Greenland, Venezuela? Why you think all this is? Because we shifted, reset. Why you say this man said, okay then, hell, I can be the leader of this land. I can be the president. I can be the leader of the whole damn continent and all the surrounding nations. You ain't gonna be voting in the future. So if people like us sit back and cry and complain instead of getting out there and say, okay, then if this shit's real to you, put your life on it. That's why I don't get out here. We shall overcome. We should. You ain't finna change shit. If there's such thing as an insurrection, I think it's going to be an evolutionary insurrection, meaning that when people by the masses, white, black, pea green, yellow, orange, I don't care, go to Washington, go to the Supreme Court by the millions and say enough is enough. Let's start this shit over. Give these folks land that we took it from, their descendants. Give them their shit back first. Start right there. Tell everybody the truth. We came over here on boats. They took us in. A lot of us had diseases. We were the least among the Europeans. They didn't want us no more. We signed an indentured servant agreement contract. And they caused the insurrection. Start telling the truth. We do not have the slave manifestos. We made that shit up. We came off of boats. That's why we can't give y'all reparations because y'all didn't come off no slave boats. Yeah, and people ain't figured this shit out yet. You are a divine spiritual being experiencing, having a divine human experience with a soul. Your soul, just your soul, is older than any religion you believe in. Let me say that again. Inside of you, your essence, your creation, your soul is older than any religion you believe in. Your soul is older than any God you believe in. Your soul. That's why in Christianity, Islam, Judah, they tell they got a place where your soul gonna go. One or two places. Is it gonna go to heaven You get 1,000 versions, and you get all kind of shit. Women don't get shit in that one. You be rubbing the animals and shit, lions, putting your head inside an alligator mouth. Or you gonna be down there with some long pitch tail, fork haired creature, fire, all that fire down here somewhere. But the earth don't never burn. All this fire down here at the core, down there, hell. Oh, okay, now they take y'all somewhere else. What? So where the lake of fire? Where the lake at? We've been so much. Man, look, if you just go back, you ain't got to go back 250 years. If you go back a few decades, I'm telling you what I know. Our people didn't always believe this. And when people wake up and realize, wait a minute, you want to know who you are just now? Okay, mama, grandmama, just keep going back, great grandmama. Now I know them three. That takes great grandmama. Now my mama knew her mama, her grandmama, great grandma. So we already at 5, 6 generations. So we already back during the slavery day, and ain't man told me nothing about coming off no boat. In fact, they told me you can't believe every damn thing they put in them damn books. They lied to y'all. My great grandmother, who named me my house name, look, boy, I'm asking her because I got a homework assignment about slavery. But a few years earlier, there were no slave books out in its classrooms. So you got to remember this shit now. I said, my dear, is posted on my community page. Just scroll down. I said, my dear, can I ask you a question? I said, my dear, I don't want to get in trouble. I'm doing my homework. I swear to y'all, I'm telling y'all the truth. I said, do you remember your mama and your grandmama and your great grandmama just like you, my great grandmama? She said, yeah. I said, do you remember your mama or your grandmama or your great grandmother? Now she born in 1898. But do you remember them telling you stories about our people coming off a slave boat? She dipped snuff. And it was like, boy, you believe that shit? You can't believe every damn thing them folk put in that damn book. No, we ain't come off no boat. They took our shit. Just like that. I've had my dad live on YouTube, on Facebook, born on J.D. Perry Plantation in Tunica, Oklahoma. Them native names. And told y'all live the same thing. That is part of your awakening. When you realize, this morning conversation, when you realize that you didn't come off a boat, that's going to change your conscience. When they start giving y'all, and they going to do it now because the universe and your God is going to force them to. And they start showing you receipts. And then you realize that one lie about where you came from, that one lie gets cleared. It changes the consciousness of the whole planet. When that one lie gets revealed, that the one that we call and worship, those who do it, I don't knock it, Jesus Christ, never physically existed in the flesh as taught in King James Version. When you realize that for the first 700 years of Christianity, there was no mention of a cross. Facts. The white folk will tell you. You ain't gotta believe me. They out there snitching on their parents too. They out there revealing the truth too. I ain't talking about AI. Facts. That changes the whole consciousness of the planet. Then when you ask yourself, so if they lied to us about that, what else did they lie about? You're so smart, you're so intelligent that you can't fathom in your mind somebody lying to you about it. You can't fathom in your mind. If I told people who the real quote unquote Jesus Christ is, it's consciousness. They'll look at me like I'm stupid. Christ didn't die on the cross, Jesus did. Christ is consciousness. There were so many Christs before the one that you hold dear to your heart in the King James Version, who never even was mentioned for 700 years. No cross, no crown. A story. You know how many saviors it's been throughout humanity from a religious perspective? Control. Now everybody is fighting because why? The true callers, what you might call rulers in high places, principalities, the true shot spiritual callers, they using everybody else like puppets. And when you refuse to be used and controlled, now you got to realize there was a creator. There's a group of folks that's responsible for having you here. You just chose to come. Your avatar, your soul. I keep telling you, it always is. Some of y'all from other planets. Mine just so happened to be Jupiter. If they said in this book that this dude named Noah, he preached 120 years before the flood came. That story is the Epic of Gilgamesh. If you don't want to go read it and you stuck here, you fine here. I just want y'all to keep. So if he can preach, it's gonna rain for 120 years. I can tell y'all this same thing for 120 years. When you open up your book, folks, you don't have to go past Genesis, the 6th chapter. You don't. I promise you, you don't. Okay, why? I'm gonna read it to you. Now you tell me if it sounds like one person created you or multiple people in your book. I've been knowing this here since the mid '90s, and I read it over and 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 over, and it ain't never changed. All right, I'm gonna read it to you. You ready? Let's go. Now you got to figure out now which one of these gods created you. When man began to multiply on the face of the land, you call it earth, and daughters, women, were born. Listen, the sons of God is a S on the end of that sons. Married the daughters of men. Saw the daughters of men and they were attracted, looked good, they was fine. 5 piece, 5 star, 10 star. And they took, hold on y'all, let me I'm going to break this down to you. I'm going to keep coming back to y'all with this now. Hold on. We ain't talking about Enoch now. That's a whole nother book. A whole nother story. Right now, we talking about these folks that these guys that was creating humans. They left it for they put it here for you to see. It's just that in our mind, they left it here in black and white. In our minds, we thinking one God. All right, so we're gonna read it again. Hold on. Let me finish reading. I had to plug in my charge. Saw they was attractive, and they took. Key word here, took. Took sound like rape to me. Hold on. They took. They took it. Hold on. They took. They saw they was attractive, and they took as their wives. Just control. Any they choose, or however many they wanted. They took them. Who they take them from? Man. So you got some spiritual beings that are called the sons of the God you call God. Now, this here in Hebrew, God means El. The sons of God, then they're all gods. They're his son. That's Elohim in Hebrew. So when you read the original text, whenever you see God, that's El or Elohim. The Moors, brothers and sisters, they know about this. Now hold on. Watch this here. The sons of God saw the daughters of men. They took them, right? Then the Lord said, my spirit shall not always abide in man forever. Where your spirit gonna be then? Did y'all catch that? My spirit is not gonna always abide in man forever. So where it gonna go? Who is it gonna be with? It's gonna be with his boys. Watch this. It's gonna be with his boys. Watch this here. This is what I used to teach, folks. Shall not always abide in man forever. For he, who, man, is flesh. So the sons is not. So I can't abide with them. I can abide in my sons, because they spirit. You call them angels, whatever you want to call them. Can't abide in man because he's flesh. So now I'm going to limit him, since he's flesh, to 120 years. Now I said the Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also after. Those days and after. They never left, folks. I'm introducing y'all to the shot callers. I'm introducing y'all to the gods. You can call them whatever you want to call them. Anunnaki, you call them whatever you want to call them. This is what's going to force the Great Awakening. Because you can't unlearn, you can't unsee what I'm showing you. The Nephilim was on the earth in those days. And also after. Before and after the flood. Listen to me good, folks. When the sons of God came into the daughters of man, and they bore what? Children. Man gonna die. Spirit ain't gonna always be with him. I'm always be there with my sons. Why? They're going to be here now and afterwards. Watch this here. These were the mighty men who were of old. These men are renowned. These giants, folks. Listen. The Lord saw that the wickedness of man, whoa, wait, was great in the earth. Wait. Something wrong with that picture. I'm going to tell y'all why something wrong with this picture. I just read to y'all. That his sons, the God that you believe in, his boys, came and took the daughters, the women, from the brothers, so to speak. That's evil. Or was it planned? So now, I don't want to have nothing to do with the men. Y'all wicked, man. But then your sons just come and took the women. They took many women and many wives as they wanted, and then had children. But the brothers is evil. I'm trying to show y'all how they. Anyway, ooh, and that every intention of the and of the thoughts of his heart was only evil. How? 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 You just took my woman? You from another planet? You ain't from here? And I'm evil? And God, you gonna sit here and let your boys do this? You ain't gonna check them. See, God can do whatever he want to do. Okay. Listen, I only wanted to say this is because you're no longer in the age of Pisces. The wheel goes in counter. So we're no longer in that 12th house, folks. That age, that cycle, 2,150 years is over with. You in Aquarius now. I don't care what your religion is. The universe is in a whole nother cycle, the awakening. So all of this shit for the past 2,150 years has to come to what? An end. That's why Pluto shows up in the 11th house for the first time since this has been a country. And people are not getting it, but it's happening right in front of your face. You're going to wake up one day, you're going to see planets above your head. They're going to scare the shit out of you. You're going to see aliens. You're going to see these sons of God. They ain't went nowhere. Yeah, that shit going to scare the shit out of y'all, but you waiting on somebody to come and snatch you. That they didn't put that in this book, until the 1830s. Whoever controls the printed text controls the thinking. Period. Now be it in this 11th house, and then you have all this eclipse energy. You have this Pluto energy that's going to be there basically until 2043. So we already know what Pluto is about on this channel, right? So it's going to bring things to the surface. What? The God of the underworld. Okay, so you don't believe me. So let me read to you where. Go look and see where Pluto at. Now you don't have to believe me. Just go look and see where Pluto at right now. Go look and see what Neptune and Saturn at. Then see when the last time they was kicking it together. In Aries too. Energy. Ruled by the planet Scorpio energy, ruled by the planet Pluto. Scorpio is just the God name, the cosmic name, the astrology name for that constellational body. This house is quite complex, associated with the realm of the underworld, death in general, sex and taxes. I'm going to stop right there. That's all America. Death, sex, taxes, politics. All this coming to an end. You're going to have more people practicing celibacy, men and women, in years and months to come because you got these evil beings that has set in their dark mind that they can do whatever, just like they was cloning when they said, let us make man and woman in our image, meaning that they look like us, and in our likeness, they act like us. So if you're created in their image and their likeness, just look at the planet. How does the planet look? Look at the people. How do they act? So that means that some evil ass gods created some evil ass people. And there's been murder, rape, incest, and just all kind of crazy dog shit rituals ever since then. That has to change. It's changing now. That has to end. It's ending now. If somebody in your family was sending you dark energy and doing spell work and got family, old dog, ugly ass families, all that shit coming to the surface. And when you find out, that you'll see that, wow, these was just karmics in my life. Your aunts, uncles, moms, dads, sisters, brothers, nieces, nephews, child, children, everybody do not have the same spiritual lineage and DNA. Because why? You still got to figure out which one of these gods, of these group of gods, it didn't tell you how many. It's your parent is responsible for you allowing your soul source to be used, your essence, your energy, and cloned into an avatar temple or body. You can be in the same household with a mama, a daddy, a sisters, brothers, and all of y'all have different gods. Because you ever been in a household, one believe this, one believe that, one believe this, one say ain't nothing wrong with that, one say I can't do that, one say I do this here, one say I can't do this here. Different beliefs, different DNAs, different gods. If you lost, go to a channel that you can be found. It's conversation. You came in late. I want to start taking people behind the scenes. And if I start revealing some stuff, some of y'all, it's going to piss you off. You can't just say that's my family in a sense that they there with you, they down with you, they down for whatever. Right? Because there's so many divided families. Then when you got the house divided families, now you got divided communities, divided schools, divided business, divided churches, divided. And then we wonder why we can't come together. Why? It wasn't supposed to be like that. I don't believe what you believe. Your God ain't the same as my God. One of those gods that said, let us make man, one of them didn't make me. A few of them may have not made me. One of them didn't make you. A few of them didn't make you. But do you know which one you're responsible? Who's responsible for cloning you? Who allowed you to have your soul embody that avatar, that temple, that shell. That's who you need to find out. That's who you need to research. So if you never know what you're gonna do, you become what you are, a universal, spiritual, divine being. That book will tell you, God said, well, I'm a spirit. If you want to worship me, you got to worship me in spirit of truth. All three books, the Quran, the Torah, and the Bible, all derives from the Phoenicians or from India. All those three religions I just made name, its origin is in India. When Jesus told his mom and daddy, I got to go, y'all, deuces, I got to be about my father's business. He wasn't talking about Joseph. He wasn't talking about a God sitting on the throne in the sky. He went where? He took flight and went right back where his parents took him. First to Egypt, then he went to India to study magic and mysticism and healing and all of this here kind of stuff. If dude really exists. But it's telling you a story. It's more astral theology and metaphysical than it is actual truth. It's a story. And the characters in the New Testament, they damn sure ain't never existed. And nobody want to have the kahunas to step up to the plate and just tell people these things and let them go and research for themselves and live stream their own podcast. Because I don't wanna lose my sponsorship and my support, and I don't wanna lose my subscribers. And man, screw that shit. Tell people the truth and keep on trucking. If you don't know the truth, shut up. If you know it, tell it. If you ain't gonna tell it, shut up. Let the folks go out and research. We ain't dumb. Everybody gonna figure this shit out. That's how I see it. You gonna figure out who your enemies are. You gonna realize a lot of them in the same house, or you grew up with them. You done slept with them. And just like the sons of God married the daughters of men, they had children. A lot of y'all, when they say baby daddy, baby mama, that's just like two gods, two people, two masculine and feminine coming together. You have children. Now, look. And it just keeps going on and on and on. So you got sons of God, and then you got Nephilims, and then you got all of us, the human race, the Homo sapiens sapiens. And we all got different belief systems, and that's why you got different religions and different gods. Because why? It told you, let us make man. It told you, sons of God, married, daughter, men, had sex, had babies. Where them children at? They ain't gone. Where's those descendants? They still here. You, me. Ain't nobody up in no sky. They right here. I just read to you they ain't never left the earth. They are here before and afterwards. Some of them dark, some of them light. Some of them had genuine intent for creating us, and some had evil intent. Y'all call it slavery or control. Others, others of those guys says, nah, we want them to be like us, free. We want to be free. I want them to be free. Go watch the movie, old school movie. It's called The Presiding Adventure. Just go watch it. Is it Presiding Adventure? Or no, it's the other one where you had Medusa and the Greek gods and Perseus and so on and so forth. And Medusa, when you find out that Medusa was a beautiful black woman, beautiful melanated woman. But some like to say she had a lineage to Lilith because she was mad because she was taken out of she she was stripped of her birthrights, if you will. Beautiful. Now they got her, y'all believing and watching movies, and she depicted with all these snakes in her head, and y'all think she the devil's wife or daughter, and she eating. No, 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 no. Beautiful woman. And just like today was spare work, they put some on. It was a war. And that's the only reason why this Greek fellow Perseus was able to communicate. She didn't want to kill him. These are the same gods, these same Nephilims, and they children. And when you look at Democrat and Republicans, I don't care what color they is, black, white, or pea green, this same energy, these same gods, they fight each other. Why? Because one wants their children, their descendants that they created to be free and spiritual, and one wants to control. Some wants to free spirited beings, some wants to control the being, the humans. Period. It says so right there in the book. All right, y'all. How everybody doing? Now, this Sunday, I said Sunday. What happened Sunday? Let me say this here to y'all. Y'all about this. It's like going forward. You gon' you gonna hear shit. You gonna hear shit. It's gonna shock the shit out of you now. You're gonna be like, nah, that's AI, alright? So cause see some people, as long as that's why they pushing AI, folks. They pushing AI because they want people to be stuck in this here illusion. If I come to you and say, hey, um, I got some artificial hamburgers. They ain't real. They look real, but I got some artificial hamburgers. You want some of these artificial hamburgers? If you in your right mind, you're gonna be like, Ivory, man, get out of my face with that shit. Nobody eating no damn artificial hamburger. Hey, I got some artificial clothes. I got some artificial food. I got some artificial. So if they telling y'all right out of the gate that AI is gonna control everything, so that means you're gonna have fake deities, fake beings running shit. Everything fake. Food fake, everything fake. Reality fake, government fake, everything fake. That's who's gonna be running shit. So what do y'all see? Some of y'all, everybody wants something different. Everybody wants something different. Yeah, you do. You want something different. That's why my style is just give him a taro buffet, right? That way everybody eat a little something. You don't want the wings, you ain't got to eat the wings. You want the ribs, eat the ribs. You don't eat pork, you ain't got to eat the pork. You want the burgers, eat the burgers. Want some mac and cheese, eat the mac and cheese. What's holding you back? What's the blockages and the hindrance? Lone wolf, are you really a loner? Or are you afraid of loving someone who could hurt you? Damn. See? That has to end. Eclipse. Hold on. It's got to end. I'm telling you. Because if it don't, this gonna be your mindset until about 2039. 2039, 2044, 2043. You're gonna be stuck in that mindset. And you'll be with yourself. Because you're gonna figure out that everybody gonna hurt you. And you don't want to be hurt. Because why? Your energy has been attracting people, whether it's family, friends, well, whatever. And you always come out on the hurt side. Are you really a loner? Or are you afraid of loving someone who could hurt you? That cycle has to end. Too soon. You get too serious too soon. So we got two different storylines here. So that might be a group of y'all lone wolf. You don't want to be hurt no more. Might be another group of y'all too soon. What does too soon says? You get too serious too soon. You meet somebody today, shit, you ready to marry. Y'all you ever met somebody today and by the end of the week they feel like y'all they husband or they wife or they soulmate or they twin? You get serious too soon. That's why you end up hurt. Being back by yourself. Start getting it up quick, man or woman. So some of y'all, you get too serious soon. Spirit, give me one more group. Anxiety. Eight of Swords. You are afraid to get close to someone. They are scared to give them a chance. Now that's another group of y'all, bottom of the deck. Eclipse. Everybody leaves you. And that's why you be by yourself. Because you don't want to get hurt. Because you wear your heart on your sleeve and you get serious soon, quick. The Spirit is telling you that's anxiety. You need to give people a chance, or you need to give somebody a chance. Everyone leaves. Choose a partner who can commit to you and let yourself commit to them. Don't get too serious too quick. I think this the one. Okay, go get him. 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 All right, Spirit. Some of y'all feel like it's too late for love, I guess. I don't know. Or somebody's too late. They coming back. Energy on this lone wolf. This could be a man or a woman, y'all. Energy on this lone wolf. What is the blood pressure like right now in this eclipse energy? Somebody would rather be by themselves. They're afraid to be hurt. Boy. And somebody's into you. Good chemistry, great vibes, positive energy. But because you don't want to be hurt, you ain't letting them in. Why? Anxiety. And you're afraid to get too serious too quick. Lone wolf. Afraid to be hurt. What's this blood pressure like? Oh, I got a card that's the wrong way. It don't even belong in this deck. Oh shit, this T. What this T doing in over here? That was the card into you. Somebody's into you. But you don't want to be hurt. I'm going to take that card out and put it back in right there. But I'm going to leave it right there on the lone wolf. All right. Who is this into y'all? Y'all don't want to get hurt. You the queen bee. You Queen of Pentacles. You got everything. You got job, career, house, car. You got everything. But you're by yourself. You like that? Bottom of the deck. I see 55, 55. I see why y'all want to be by yourself. Because if it's this person here, I see why you want to be by yourself. I see why you was hurt. Because you was the queen bee. I see why they into you. Look at this fool. Every time I see this card, man, look at this side. Look at him. Look at him. Look at man or woman. Get y'all close up so y'all know who that is. Just it, right? Watching you. Crazy ex, psycho, obsessed, won't let you go. They ghosted you. I know. Everybody leaves you. So you got to get out of this Lilith, this Chiron energy, wounded healer. Some of y'all wounded healers. Okay, look at that. On and off, somebody ghosted you. Crazy ass ex, a psycho, a stone cold idiot. Morning conversation. Look at that. Y'all got me on the road now, boy. I got to deliver. Too soon. You get too... Oh, hold on. Too soon. We ain't gonna worry about that one, right? Hold on. Who would this queen be in this crazy ex, this psycho ex of yours? That you don't want to be bothered with because you tired of getting hurt by this crazy ass, upset ass set. I mean, ex. Look at this joker. Look at him. What? 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 Queen bee, boss bitch. Confident, secure, right? Career focused, but you got a crazy ex. I see why y'all want to be by yourself. You got somebody looking in your bedroom window, your bathroom window like this. Crazy ex psycho. Queen bee. What we need to know? They into you. But you want to be by yourself because you tired of getting hurt by this crazy fool. You want loyalty. They want another. They want to keep this karmic cycle going. This wheel of fortune in reverse is underneath this crazy ex, this psycho, and underneath the queen bee we got a knight of pentacles. But what about y'all together? Somebody wants somebody. Somebody do not want this crazy ex of yours that hurt you, that left you hanging. They don't want this cycle to end. This is a karmic. Or for some of y'all, you got a karmic cycle. Or a karmic soulmate. Oh yeah. They're gonna do it again. Leave this karmic alone. They're gonna do it again. Let them stalk, let them whatever. Crazy ass. See that? Y'all finna get a double header. See, I ain't been here in a couple of days, so I got to get y'all right. Too soon. You get serious too soon. Stop taking the gifts and the roses. Stop taking care. Hey, y'all Valentine's energy still high? Huh? Is they still doing what they was doing on the 14th? If they ain't, You in an illusion. Too soon. You get serious too soon. You need to get to know each other, somebody, before commit. Too soon. Listen, don't put yourself in a bad situation. Don't even quit your. Don't put yourself in a bad situation for somebody. Serious. Some of y'all are recovering, getting over from dealing with somebody that put you in a bad financial situation with this Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. Mm. It's everything that I said. Don't rush into nothing. You the queen bee over here sitting on with a 9 of Pentacles underneath. Just wait for somebody right and loyal. Too soon, Queen of Pentacles. Don't get serious too quick. If somebody is 5 of Pentacles energy, needy, and they ain't got nowhere to go, especially if it's your crazy ass ex, leave their asses alone. Leave them alone. You know they crazy. They gonna come back and tell you, baby, I love you. You my 9 of Cups. You my everything. You everything I ever wanted. Whoa. Then as soon as you let them back, Wheel of Fortune upside down. They gonna stick 3 swords in you. Then you'll be back over here boo-hooing and crying. Ivory, it was just like you said. Oh, Ivory, you don't know what they. I don't want to know what they did. Too soon. Somebody from your past. Some of y'all like, if you have forgiven people in the past that you dealt with, and y'all the type that likes to give folks second chances and third chances. Spirit said, quit that. Why is the 6 of Cups here? Hold on. Somebody could have went back to somebody from their past, and it started out. It got serious real quick. Or this is somebody from your past. Hold on. Let's see here. 6 of Cups. Don't y'all be. Somebody could have went back to somebody from their past and got into it, and it got serious real quick. And they probably ended up getting married, and they ended up being betrayed. Whether this was you or somebody else, you jumped in too quick. Chill. Put it on LD, bottom of the deck, just to get in. Somebody went back to somebody, ran into somebody from their past. And as they say, they hit it back off real quick. Shit got serious quick. Could have got married. And it ended up in a betrayal. Yep, they got married. You remember that Queen of Pentacles that was over here? You the queen bee over there. Somebody went back to their crazy ass ex and got married for money. This can't be. It's over with. This can't be. Because I thought this 9 of Cups. How did this 9 of Cups? Because I know all these cards is not in reverse. I'm looking at my deck. But how did this 9 of Cups come back? So somebody in reverse. They didn't get what they wanted. They jumped into something too quick, whether it was you or somebody else. Whether y'all came together first as business partners or whatever it was. Got married, whatever. That shit didn't work out. That's somebody else's story. It may not be yours. Anxiety. You are afraid to get close to somebody. And they are scared too. So y'all need to give each other a chance. Hopefully it's not this crazy ass. This psycho. Ooh, wait, y'all gonna give a psycho another chance. Anxiety. Both of y'all wait. Both of y'all could have went. Both of y'all could be thinking whether or not the other one is coming back or coming towards. Both of y'all mirrored each other. Both of y'all waiting on the same damn thing. Okay, make this shit up. Neither one of y'all let go. This is Pentacles too. There's a lot of value. That could even be some security. If you don't be afraid that somebody's gonna hurt you. I ain't talking about this crazy ass ex, this psycho. I'm talking about somebody else. Because you and somebody else is supposed to be together. Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Hierophant. Help each other heal. Just don't jump into it too quick though. And don't be afraid that if you, I don't know, it's so many storylines here. Hold on. See, anxiety. This is what got you and somebody in a karmic cycle. Somebody is stressed out because they are still holding on to a toxic situation. Why is the devil here? Hold on. So we got a Taurus, Sagittarius, and we got Capricorn as far as major. All right. Block out. Yep. Somebody's stuck with somebody. And they feel like if they leave, it's stressing them out. If they leave, whether this is you or somebody else, if I leave this person, I'm going to be struggling. So somebody, a masculine is codependent on a feminine energy for stability. And the only thing that's keeping them together is some kind of control or some kind of lifestyle or sex. And they're afraid to leave because they don't want to be in this Five of Pentacles energy. Somebody's controlling somebody. Somebody's got somebody in a scarcity mindset. And this is the anxiety, and this is the Four of Pentacles, why this person don't have the strength to let go. Yep. Somebody's getting ready to break free, though. Yep. Somebody's about to break free from a toxic karmic relationship. Yep. Finally, a masculine. Good for them. Yep. Solo dolo. They by themselves. They got to start all over. This could have been the same person, this psycho. Everybody leaves me. Choose a partner who can commit to you and let yourself commit to them. Here we go. It's over with. Ain't a swore, but you scared. Anxiety up here. You scared. You don't want somebody else. Some of y'all are single. You're a loner because you don't like to be controlled. You like the freedom to do what you want to do, go where you want to go, which is cool. Why is this Eight of Swords here? Everyone leaves. You don't want to be trapped, stuck in your head, confused, self-victimization. You don't want to be stuck. Everyone leaves. Eight of Swords. Somebody got married, man. And now this person is worried about somebody else leaving. Who is this Emperor? Who is this Emperor? Who is this Emperor? Everyone leaves. Who is this Emperor? Eight of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. So somebody afraid everybody's going to end. So somebody, there's a masculine out here. Remember that Hee Haw song I was singing the other day? I searched the world over and thought I found true love. You met another and you were gone. There's a masculine out here that's been trying and trying and trying and trying and trying to find that one true person. But the way that they going about it is from bedroom to bedroom to bedroom to bedroom to relationship, co-workers, neighbors, club people, street people. looking for love in all the wrong places. Man, who is this masculine? And for some of y'all, the other story is some of y'all get serious too quick. Don't forget that now. Stop getting serious so quick, right? Spirit, what do we need to know about this masculine? This person, 1, 2, 3. Spirit said this person has been married 3 to 4 times, 3 or 4 times, or they got 3 or 4 baby mamas, or they've lived with 3 or 4 people in the past 4 to 8 years. Papa was a rolling stone. A masculine got married. They went back to somebody from their past. They jumped back into a relationship too quick. One of them or both of them got serious. And this 4 swords, somebody ended up catching something. And they left. Either the person left or that masculine left. I don't know if it was somebody they were working with or they just was doing some work together. We need to know about this masculine spirit. Polar thing. They going through y'all. But somebody's trying to get back control of their life. That's good. That's good. Get your shit together, man. Yep, crazy ass lover. Attached, trap. What else? So this eclipse energy is trying to help somebody to free themselves with the 8 of Swords and the Ace of Swords. Yeah, they can't even face you. Because they got a crazy lover that's controlling them. And this masculine is struggling financially. So they stay in there. They can't let go. But at some point, they leave. Somebody leaves. 9 Pentacles. Whether this is you or them, it doesn't matter. That's why they can't face you. That's why they was gaslighting you. Because they were stuck with somebody else. They couldn't leave if they wanted to. That's why times is hard for them. Because they stuck. Look what they stuck in. In a marriage or a contract of some sort that they don't want to be in. They're struggling. They need somebody. So that's why they was gaslighting y'all. Ran into a narc. Feminine energy. Or this masculine. Spirit, who's this narc? What we need to know about this narc? Somebody controlling somebody, I'm telling you. Yep. Keep their asses in the house. Somebody's controlling somebody that they are living with. It's a fake marriage. Somebody's controlling somebody. Why is 4 of Wands here with this narc? Somebody went out and married a damn narc. My Lord. Controlling him. when I look at this boundaries, when I look at this 9 of Wands, somebody's trying to find the strength and the courage to leave somebody. I'm gonna see what else comes with it, but I see this here energy here struggling, fighting to get out of this because I'm clarified narc. They don't want to be there. That's been their struggle. One more card, Spirit. Then the bottom. 4 of Wands, 9 of Wands. Could be an error. Yeah, they got away. Somebody's actually reaching out to get help now. Remember I told y'all this 8 of Swords, this is endings. Somebody's got a breakthrough coming. Remember I told y'all this 8 of Swords, this 9 of Swords, that's 9 swords. I speak the universal language, which is numbers, by the way. So that your 9 of Swords is upside down, though. So that means somebody's free. They're no longer trapped. Breakthrough. Because they're asking help. Yeah. You might hear from this person. And it won't be a conversation about can we get in a relationship again. They've been in some dark shit with the damn narc. Whoever this feminine energy has been dangling something over their head to keep them stuck, trapped. It can be a lifestyle, it can be material shit, it can be a whatever, it can be a mindset like, where you gonna go? You broke? Soul Tribe don't want you no more. Somebody got somebody isolated. Your family don't want you. Somebody could be living in a rural area or out away from the main city, so to speak. When they go to town, everybody think they just this here loving couple and shit, and one of them a narc. What's the outcome for this here masculine spirit? You free. You over here. You. Damn. You free. You over here. You the queen bee. You this lone wolf. If they ain't loyal, you don't want them. And what fell out was the star. So you waiting on the real deal. However, what's the outcome for this masculine? You straight. They attached to some crazy ass narcissistic lover. The devil. What's the outcome for this masculine? Oh shit, they getting their shit together. Why this high priest is out here? Somebody listening to source. Somebody's talking to their self. Somebody's talking to God. Somebody's finally following their intuition. Here they come. They were stuck under some kind of spell. Here they come. Straight to you. This person never knew love like y'all before, and nobody has loved them. They searched the world over trying to replace the Queen of Cups. You're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. If you got them on block, leave them on block. I'm just telling you they coming, whoever this is. Now, advice and outcome for y'all. See? Advice and outcome for Soul Tribe. Somebody from your past ran into, if you will, started back talking to, if you will, somebody from their past it got serious quick. If it's a new person, they met this person while they was out and about, reminiscing about you. Couldn't get fulfillment from you. They got with the next thing running. Advice and outcome for Soul Tribe. We done. We gave y'all an hour and a half, right? Bam. Advice and out. What you afraid of? Some of y'all been dreaming about this person coming back. Oh man. Advice and outcome. Justice shall be served. Where there was an injustice, or if this person come back towards y'all talking about getting serious and married and settling down and getting serious and agreeing to this and agreeing, y'all like, nah, mm-mm. Keep your lying ass away from me. Some of y'all don't trust somebody. Yep. That's why you stay to yourself. Bottom of the day. Is this like this past person? You know they dealing with somebody else. It's this past person. They need you. They done lost their job. They done went through a divorce. They done broke free from something dark. They ain't told y'all shit. But they love them some you. Shit. You was the love of their life. They stuck on you. Shit. They had to end something with somebody else first. It took them a while, going back and forth. Now they straight. Here they come. No hope. So they must have did something that y'all don't even want to deal with them no more. Polar thing, man. I tell you the truth, boy. I thought it was gonna be a good outcome. Y'all don't even want them. Y'all don't even want them. All right, y'all. We gonna get out of here. We got Scorpio on deck. I just been busy, folks. Listen, if you live in the state of Texas, email me. If you live outside of the state of Texas, now I'm gonna bring a big old stack of papers. Now, give me a day or two. I'm gonna bring a big old stack of papers. And I want y'all to pay attention to, don't listen to what they said on the news. The news is going to get the information later, after the fact. But we could be in the next 30 to 45 days. Here, I'm seeing something. The next 30, 45 days, we could be going through some kind of financial crisis in this country because the planet and the universe is saying so, right? So for those of you, 7 is significant. If you can't store up some stuff, get your food pantry, get your water, get your shit, because if there's a financial crisis, y'all was complaining about the price of a dozen of eggs. You're going to be complaining about everything because shit's going to be crazy high. We're in a fiat currency situation where money ain't shit. It's inflated. It ain't worth the paper it's printed on. I'm just being honest with y'all. Anybody that's got gold or silver, hold on to it. Don't pawn it. Whatever you do, I don't care if time gets so hard, you do not pawn your gold and your silver. I'm talking about physical. Because all of these here gold and silver stock certificates, they ain't worth the paper they printed on. You got for every physical contract of gold and silver, go research it. For every physical contract, meaning that you got the gold, you bought an ounce of gold, you bought an ounce of silver, it's in your hand. There's 19 other contracts that people done bought gold and silver on paper. Now the CMX and Fort Knox, they ain't got the gold and the silver, folks. Call him what you want. Orange man, crazy man, stupid man. The stupid man, the orange man said last year, you know what? I be paying attention to certain shit. I think we need to. He was talking to his official. I think we need to go to Fort Knox and see if the gold is still there. See if how much gold is there. Well, they did an inventory while y'all sitting up here worried about what the fuck going on with Epstein in Minnesota. Fraud. Now silver is $74 an ounce. It was 100 and something. I remember when it was $10 an ounce. I remember when gold was $100 an ounce. Now gold is lingering around 5 grand. It's gonna go all the way up to about 10, 15, $20,000 an ounce. And I got me a nice little chunk. I'm gonna sit on it. I ain't gonna wear it. I ain't gonna. No. There's gold here. Gold, copper, and nickel. And it ain't light. Sit on it. Now listen. If you can, everything, all right? This is just your boy talking. If you can, every time you get you 15, $20, I ain't talking about a lot of money. Every time you get you 15, $20, go get you 2 or 3 cases of water and sit on it. Every time you get you 15, $20, go and get you some non-perishable, canned goods, whatever. Don't say, Ivory, I'm vegan, I'll eat this. If your ass get to the point that you starving and you ain't got no money, you'll eat a bird. You eat your bird. You might eat your pets. Stock up, folks. Go and get you everybody. Don't wait till it's too late. Now, I told everybody about this shit in 2020. I told them back in 2017, stock up. I'm telling y'all again, y'all. It ain't gonna be 3 years advance on this one. This shit coming soon. While it's on the shelf, go get your tissue, paper towel, sanitizer, whatever. While it's on the shelf, go get your charcoal, go get your grill. While it's on the shelf, go get your matches, go get your lighter fluid, go get your candles. While it's on the shelf, get it. Go look for. If listen, I'm talking about root chakra shit. I'm talking about survival shit. I've been a preppy for a few years now. Listen, I got a storage unit. I ain't gonna tell you where it is. I got a storage unit. It's ready. If I have to live in it, it's ready. Because you got a housing crisis. America broke. America broke. If you 62, go retire. Go get your Social Security early. At least you get some of it. I'm trying to tell you, folks. Quit thinking your government with you, down with you. Quit thinking your pension and all this. How? How? How you paying $1 trillion a year on interest and you paying more than you pay in the defense budget or Social Security every year? You paying $1 trillion a year on interest, and you still 38, damn near 39 trillion in the debt. What if Just put it in terms of your own personal life, folks. What's going on in this country? For every dollar you make, you spending 10,000. That's the way. That's the way America is right now. Listen, for every dollar you take home, you owe 1,000. That's the equivalent, folks. So imagine every time you get paid, instead of you paying, you spending all your money on interest, and you can't even pay your bills. I'm telling you, folks, what should you be owning right now? I done told you, gold, silver, land. These are assets that always have value. If there's a housing crisis, if there's a depression, if there is a long lasting recession, if inflation is above 5, 6, 7, 8, 10%, if the dollar end up like it was in Venezuela, and it's very possible. So I tell people, prepare for whatever. Prepare for the worst and prepare for the best. That's what I do. Because if shit hit the ceiling, folks, you don't want. I'm in a big city. I'm gonna be trying to get the hell out of here. I'm telling you. Have you a spot that you can go to when all the chaos and the confusion starts? Make why you can get shit. Blankets, man, I got blankets, sleeping bags, I got cots, I got food, I got. I'm straight. I'll drive my goddamn car to my spot and I'm posted. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. Y'all getting this money back, this income tax, it ain't gonna always be like that now. I'm telling you now. You gotta think ahead. We done went through a pandemic and that was in 2020. That's 6 years ago. Look how fast time went by. And the next one they say it's gonna be worse. They didn't say we ain't gonna have it. They said the next one gonna be worse. Go get your money. Go get money. Don't chase money. Tell spirit what you need. Tell the universe what you want. Get it. Have the right intent behind that. And go get it, folks. I'm telling you. It's finna get ugly quick. Aluminum, go get it. Silver, go get it. Copper, go get it. Gold, go get it. Land, go get it. Non-perishable, go get it. You should have 10, 15, 20 damn bags of charcoal. 5, 6, 10 damn gallons of charcoal lighter fluid. A grill. If you eat meat, shit, if you got your land, go snatch you up some chickens. Go get these seeds, because the first thing that's going to leave the shelf. That's like y'all remember how it was lockdown? You couldn't find shit. You couldn't even find a mask. Then come to find out the mask was a damn lie. I'm walking around here out here like ain't shit going on. I ain't never got the shit. If I did, I don't remember. I ain't took no jab, no shot, no none of that shit. I had everything I need. Me and Pops posted. Posted. Water. Every time I'm telling you folks, don't wait. Don't wait. Don't wait. What's wrong with having a whole bunch of water? What's wrong with having a whole bunch of canned goods? Listen, go on Amazon, eBay, whatever. They got a manual and they got a power electric canning machine where you can go take a day out of the week, once a week, like I do, you go cook up your own chili. You ain't got to put meat in it if you veggie, vegan. Go cook up you a big giant pot of chili. Instead of throwing the cans away that you do have, just go buy the lid and buy the little thing, the sealer. Go cook up you a pot of chili, spaghetti, whatever you eat, mac and cheese. Get you some cubes of Himalayan salt or sea salt. They got the cubes. It's gonna tell you the equivalent how much you got to put in a can. Simple. Take your scoop, your big spoon, and fill your cans up. The lids you can buy, but the lid on top of there, just like you got a can opener, they have a can sealer. You know what's in it. Get your little labels. If not, do like I do. Get you a damn Sharpie. Put on there what's in it. When you put it in there, or just put on there and the expiration date. You good for 3 or 4 years. You good. Since y'all ain't got gardens, like the person said here. Like your grandmommy. Remember your grandmommy them used to have gardens. We had gardens growing up. We ain't got gardens no more.